How to find your creative expression, even if you don't think you're a creative person. Now, I'm Corey, and this is Just Create, episode 3. This conversation here is something I wanted to put together because I was feeling inspired by a chat that I had with my friend. He said to me on the phone, I watched your previous video and it was good, but I feel like I'm not a creative person. And then we continued to talk about how I said my wife said she wasn't a creative person, and I think that we're all creative, but creativity isn't this stereotypical box of the visual arts or the musical arts or writing, painting, drawing, things like of this nature, graphic design, but just ways of problem solving for problems in your personal life and for others. And I think that's the best way to put it. I think when you identify as creative, it helps you find the ways in which you are creative and the ways that you express yourself creatively. So you might not be someone who is really good at art or appreciates the visual beauties, but you may, even the way that you dress yourself is your creative expression. The way that you show up in the world, that's your creative expression. The way that you are is your creative expression. So, I'm going to put this down. That was just notes, but I just recorded a video and I didn't like the audio, so I'm going back and recording it again. The quality wasn't there. I'm like, I got time. I may as well shoot it. It's 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. What else will I do? So, guys, this is a way that you can start to see your own creativity. Now, for me, I never used to think that I was creative as well, or it's like I was afraid to be this creative person, because if you think you're creative, you think you're maybe like a weird misfit, like fit into some stereotype. And I am a misfit. Like, everyone is weird to someone. And when you can fully accept the weird quirks about you, then you can start to lean into your true, authentic, creative expression. Now, this is coming off the top and from the heart because it's just realizations that I've had. Ways that you can find your creativity and how to express it. I'm just going to summarize all the notes I had and keep it simple, but it's by curating. Curate your inspiration and your curiosities. So, there's a couple of ways that you can do this, but whichever note-taking method you prefer, just go for that. Whatever's easier, go for that. I'm a fan of brainstorming, alright? So, what I like to do is take notes on my iPad, write them out, scribble them out on paper, physical journals, daily planners. I also use Notion. I use templates in here. I use an app to curate my inspiration called mymind. And the app itself is beautifully made. I think it's so creative. Check it out. It's free to use. They're not going to bombard you with ads. Part of their marketing is no ads. Same with Notion. Notion is free as well. They're both pretty easy to use, aesthetic softwares. I recommend it. Just check it out. If it's for you, go for it. But mymind is really cool. It's kind of like a Pinterest board where you can just put notes, articles, YouTube videos, photos, things like that, and it just looks aesthetic and puts it in little spaces for you. So you can also look at places like your YouTube search history. You can look at even your Google search history, Instagram. All the social media platforms will pretty much have a save option. You can create a folder called inspiration. So whenever you're scrolling or going about your day, whenever you go into social media, you find something that inspires you or that you find you're a little bit curious about and you want to look into it a little bit more. Save it in the folder, then you can come back to it. And Austin Kleon wrote a book called Steal Like an Artist. It's a great short little book, and this is in a way what you're doing when you're creating. And like the reference I used in my previous video, when you're creating this list or curating this list of inspiration, it's like you're walking through a store and you're grabbing clothes that look good off the rack. Then, when you go and put into action the things on the list, when you try to make the video in that style, when you try out a new software, when you try to communicate in a similar way to this person, it's like you're trying on those clothes to see if it fits, to see how it looks on you, to see how it feels. And from there, you can adapt, you can adjust, and you can take what you like, leave what you don't like. So, those are the easiest ways, but for you to find your creative expression that's authentic to you, first, just brainstorm, make a list, do a full brain dump. Who inspires me? What do I feel good doing? What drains my energy? And then you can, what am I curious about? So it could be any skills, interests, people. When I did this, I had like 5 to 10 people who really inspire me. But then I also say, why do they inspire me? Maybe it's their hair. Maybe it's the way they communicate, their style, the way they dress. Maybe it's their website. Maybe it's the way that they've designed their graphics that they share on social media. And I keep all of this curation, and then I can refer back to it later, integrate things that I like, and then leave out things that I don't like. But sometimes you have to try it on and see what works for you. Now, this has taken a completely different direction than what I had in my notes, but I hope this helps. To completely summarize it and put a little bow on this thing, I'll give you a gift here. To find the ways in which you are creative, create a simple list and then do the easiest thing to step towards that. So, for example, if it was videography, then create a list of videographers that you like, or save videos that you like, and then try to make one. Now, don't be disheartened if yours isn't as good as theirs, because you would be comparing yourself from the beginning to someone that's way more advanced. But you're just taking the easiest step to try it on, see how it feels. Is it giving you energy or is it draining you? Take note of that. If it's something that gives you energy, you probably want to do more of it. If it's something that drains you, feels bad, then you probably want to do less. That's just an indication, because when you get good at something, it feels a whole lot better. Now, this is a reminder, just create. We're going to keep going. These videos are going to get better. Leave comments, and I'm just enjoying doing this. I hope you liked the backdrop for today. We're in Melbourne. Peace.